Dun 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 dun. I can't. Couldn't resist doing it. Although it has some nice reviews here. Now I'm guessing since you saw him, you know what we're going to review? We're going to review a Metal Gear game. And, well, yeah, this isn't really my amiibo, this is my brother's. I gave it to him for his birthday a few days ago, so, yeah. But in the meantime, what are we going to review today, Snake? Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Nah, I can't do David Hayter. But anyway, yep, we're reviewing Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. To be honest, maybe it's not the best idea to include him, because this isn't Solid Snake's game, this is Naked Snake. This is Big Boss's game. But, in the meantime, I'm reviewing Peace Walker. I re-downloaded it just a few days ago, so I can play it again, and you know what? I thought I might as well give it a go. Now, and especially, eventually we're going to get Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding, so, yeah, I'll review it. I'm not going to play Death Stranding because I don't have a PlayStation 4, so, yeah. But regardless, here we go. So what's the story? At this point, Big Boss, aka Naked Snake, or should I say, Naked Snake, aka Big Boss, is setting up his plans for Outer Heaven in his new mercenary group, Militaire Sans Frontières, otherwise known as the MSF, alongside his trusty companion, Kazuhiro Miller, aka Master Miller from Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid. Eventually, Miller brings along these people from Costa Rica, a professor named Ramon Galvez, and his young assistant, Paz Ortega. They hire Snake's mercenary group to eventually regain some value, to regain their home back from American people in charge of there, who are apparently using who secretly might have revived the boss, Snake's former mentor. I'm not going to get into that, but anyway, Snake agrees to it, not just for those reasons, and also the fact that the professor's going to give him a new base of operations for the MSF, but he agrees to help Paz get her home back, because Snake has some sympathy for her. With that, Snake heads into Costa Rica to liberate the nation and find out what's really going on with this new project, otherwise known as Peace Walker. And I'm not going to go full on into the story. I'm not a Metal Gear-esque person, but what it is, it's not as complicated as some of the other Metal Gear games go. I mean, this was originally a handheld game, which eventually got released to consoles, so yeah, it's not as bad. So yeah, I mean, it's way better than, say, Metal Gear, easy to follow than, say, Sons of Liberty or Guns of the Patriots. But regardless, overall I think the story is pretty good. I mean, Hideo Kojima is a good story, but makes good stories. But what I like, what else? But anyway, that's not, so I like the story. The humor, I gotta say, is the best thing about this, and the voice acting. You know you're gonna get some funny lines in Metal Gear games, and the voice acting is always top notch. I mean, as I said, David Hayter is Solid Snake, is Snake. I mean, yeah, he got replaced with Keith Sutherland in Metal Gear Solid 5, but he returned for Hayter returned for Smash Bros. Ultimate, so pretty much he's the go-to person for Snake. Robert Ackendowns plays Miller, and he's pretty good though. And I guess some people can say in Metal Gear Solid 5 he sounds a bit more like Ackendowns sounds a bit like Travis Touchdown, which is one of these other characters he plays in video games from No More Heroes. And there are other actors in it. Tara Strong plays Paz, and she does pretty good. Yeah, there are some really good voice acting in here. That's all I can say. But in the meantime, regardless, but anyway, what about the gameplay? Well, it's still Metal Gear Solid. It's still stealth action gameplay. You enjoy it. I enjoy it now. I enjoy it now. It's fun to play. You basically do the same thing. You sneak up behind guards, take them out, and make sure you don't get noticed by the guards. Otherwise, the alert phase is going to go in. So yeah, you know what to do. Starting from this game, you get the opportunity to build your own your own base of operations. Now, it's a bit more limited compared to, say, Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's still pretty good for what it is, and I honestly don't mind it. I like it. You also got, I must say, the environments that you explore are pretty good. I mean, Costa Rica is mostly, I guess in a way, like, say, is close to the environments you explore in Snake Eater, but its own unique thing as well. Honestly, you explore all swamps and all that, and canyons. Yeah, it's a bit. I guess it's still pretty much the same, but it's different, and I like it. The music's all pretty good. Harry Gregson Williams returned to do the score again, and he does a good job. And the main theme, Heaven's Divide, well, not as good as say Snake Eater or Calling to the Night, or maybe even, well, actually, maybe it is better than Sins of the Father, but to me, but it's still a pretty good song. The boss battles are great. I mean, Metal Gear games always excel at the boss fights, and I think this is one of the first few. This is one of the greatest Metal Gear battles that I've heard. I've not reached the final battle against Metal Gear Zeke, I believe, but I'm not going to go full on into it. But all the boss fights are fine. And yeah, so it sounds like I have a lot of praises for this, and I do, but I do have problems as always. The graphics at times, I mean, this was released originally for the PlayStation Portable, and then it got released in HD, and you can tell at some points the graphics are very still. That's all I'll say. Like models, like Snake in particular, when he's entering a big moment, he's very emotionless. He doesn't really have that much emotion shown. I do like the cartoon, the drawing, the black and white drawings that they use for certain cutscenes, which is carried from the previous PlayStation Portable game, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. That's fine, and I think they all look pretty good. Those are a lot more animated than Portable Ops. They do use QuickTime events, and they're not bad, they're just pointless, and they can be really annoying, specifically the torture scene. Yeah, you know you're going to get a torture scene in the Metal Gear games, and yeah, this is probably one of my least, this is probably one I don't like to go through, honestly. I hate QuickTime events, to be honest. The way you reach the final boss fight against the Metal Gear Z is really hard, honestly. You gotta put a lot of effort into it, and you gotta learn what to do and what not to do when you're doing certain missions in this game. Yeah, it's kind of hard. And in terms of gameplay, there's one exclusion to this game that boggles the mind out of Metal Gear fans. You can't crawl. Why not? Why can't you crawl? You can clearly lie down on the ground and you can crouch walk, but seriously, you're not letting Snake crawl? That's one of the main things he does. Oh, it's a stealth game. Yeah, they fixed it up for Metal Gear Solid 5, but yeah, you wonder why you can't crawl. But overall, honestly, Peace Walker is a good entry. It's fun, it's enjoyable. Honestly, I like it. Snake Eater is still probably my favorite Metal Gear game, but you know what? I don't mind it. So, what am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 half stars. So, yeah, I must say, I enjoyed Peace Walker. Now, in next review, I promise will be Mortal Kombat 11, so I'll catch it in. That's going to be, I guess, on Wednesday, Thursday, so in the meantime, as Mouse uses out, and well, I'll see you next time. Ciao. Actually, wait, there's one more thing I want to say to you before I go, is that after I do the Mortal Kombat 11, I will do some other stuff in other video games. So in the meantime, as is out. Bye.